choosing a trading.
Okay. Hello traders.
Okay. Hello traders.
Okay. So, hopefully everybody's well. Welcome to the live stream. It's been a while since I've been making the last one. I mean, yes, we had a quick live stream about the crypto crash, because that was crazy. And yeah, what we're going to do today is basically some analysis. We're going to have a look on some Forex pairs. We're going to have a look at some crypto pairs. Of course, you can ask me during the whole live stream questions that you have, that you want me to clarify up. And yeah, we can talk about everything you guys want me to talk about. It's no matter. I plan to do this live stream now about an hour, something like this, probably a little bit less, depending on how many questions you have, guys. So, hello Trace786, welcome to the live stream. Hello Gospodor, yeah, thanks for waiting. Now we're finally live. And yeah, Hook, thank for your awesome work all the time, Darius. Appreciate your analysis. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. That sounds good to me. I like that. Hopefully the analysis that I'm making here for you every single day are helpful for you, that they can bring your trading a little bit to the next step, because I just want to help you guys, to show you, because when I started trading, I've been only using these normal retail trader concepts, and I didn't even know about smart money concepts. I didn't even know that you need sometimes to just think different. But it's like in normal life, you need to do always what only 5% of the majority are doing, because only 5% of the whole world are independent in the financial way, but also in the other perspectives of life. So you need always to understand what you need to do in order to succeed. And this is the same like in trading. So for me, this is always super nice to see that also in trading, that's the same like in the real life. And this is why trading is always related to your personality. Because for example, if you're going to learn these strategies that I'm using, you will completely execute them differently than me, okay? And the reason for that is because of everybody has a different personality. Everybody views the market a little bit different, and this is why the outcome is always different, okay? You can use the exact same rules. I can give you the exact same rules, but you will have completely different results than I will have. And that's completely normal. It's just because of everybody has a different personality. Somebody likes to risk more, somebody would like to risk a little bit less. And that's basically it. This is why the result will be completely different. Okay. Oh, gospodor, ești din Romania. Ciao, ce faci? I'm also speaking Romanian. This is why, first time here. Welcome Aces. Nice to see you here in the live stream. Hello Danya. Hi there. What will happen to gold? We're going to have a look on gold for sure. First time here, Prince Northwest. Welcome. Thank you that you're here. Do you still support the idea of XRP 14 and $100? Yes, I still support that idea, and we're going to go through XRP today, of course. So what should be the first pair? I guess it should be gold, because that's the first one that you guys mentioned over here. And I would say we're going to do an analysis for gold. So let me just pick up a clean chart, because the majority of my charts are already used. Okay, perfectly. Now guys, what I always do when I start my analysis, of course, I'm having a look at the monthly time frame just for me to check out the whole situation. And what we can see here in the monthly super clear is that we've been respecting this level of demand. The market tapped into the level of demand, and right now we're moving to the upside. Now gold is still bearish. We do not have right now the final confirmation that gold is bullish, because that's the structural point. You can call it resistance, you can call it supply, you can call it whatever you want. I will call it just a lower high, because I'm viewing it like this. This is why, from my point of view, I will still look for gold to short it, but of course intraday you can also go long. That's not a problem, that's not the point. You can here just have a look on the lower time frames to understand what the charts are telling you. That's our job as a trader, to understand what the charts are trying to tell us, okay? To understand where the institutions are going to position themselves in order to be in the flow with the market, in order to be in that supply-demand relationship, that the market is going to have a healthy market structure. That's super important. Of course, there are manipulation, and the whole Forex market is super manipulated. You cannot even imagine how manipulated this thing is, but this is why the smart money concepts are working so good, because we are trading simply with the manipulation. Okay, that's just the thing. You need to understand how something works, and then you understand how you're going to deal with that. Okay, that's like in everything in your life. You need to understand how something works, and then you can deal with it. Okay, the weekly, you can see it pretty nicely. Market is moving to the downside. Okay, that's the market flow right now. Okay, bearish. How long are we going to be bearish? As long as we're going to be below this area. Okay, now I took last week a nice short on gold, because if we had here some important things, and as you can see, the market really went here to the downside. I'm going to switch then to the daily. That was that daily candle over here which I traded to the downside. I was 6R in profit. Okay, so I made 6 times my risk, and then I hit my stop loss. The reason for that was because gold is super manipulated, and I was too greedy. I was simply too greedy, because my take profit was much more lower. I viewed the market from that perspective that we will see a nice move to the downside, something similar like this expansion that we had over here to the upside. I was expecting it to go to the downside, and instead of closing my position, instead of getting some partials, I simply just let it open, hitting my stop loss. But I was okay with that. Why? Because that's my strategy. I was okay with that. I don't like to take partials. Of course, everybody can do it, but I don't like to take partials. This is why this trade failed, and right now we are above that range. We're above this structural point, and the market is approaching to go up higher. Now, basically, what we can expect right now is the market, of course, to give us some new correctional movements to the downside as soon as the price will shift from a bull market to a bearish market. But right now, on the daily, we got some pretty nice levels here. For example, this one. Here we can have a look for the market to go for a nice short. Here, it's a little bit difficult right now to look for something, because we have here nothing. We have no confirmation that the market will really go to the downside. So the market could from here go easily much more higher. Let me switch to the 4 hours to see if we can spot something on the 4 hours. And yes, we can do it. We have here something. There is something. Here, potentially, we could see a nice correction to the downside. Now look here. Market is still uptrending, but probably here we will see here some shift in momentum to see some correctional movements, and probably we are going to go to the downside to test this level once again. So I'm giving you here the areas where you can work with it. Okay, you got here a nice area of supply, and you got here a nice level of demand. Your job right now is to understand how the market will react to these levels, okay? And then you will potentially go for a short or potentially going for a long. Now, what you need to keep in mind on gold is that on gold, the majority of the traders will not succeed trading it. Why? It's very simple. Because of the stop losses are super big and they do not calculate their risk management. They do not calculate the risk that they need to take per trade. And that's super important. This is why I definitely recommend you to look for Steno. That's a mobile app. That's what I use. I don't like to use here on a website or stuff like this. I like to use Steno, super clean design. So I always use Steno to calculate my risk per trade. This is something which you need to clarify on your trading plan to risk between 1 to 3% depending on your account balance. And if you have a big account, you don't need to risk that much. It's enough to risk 0.5 or even less. It's not a problem, 0.5, or you use something like this. Those are your percentages risk which you need to do. This is why I do not understand why people are blowing their accounts. If traders are blowing their accounts, then they simply do not understand risk management, or they are too greedy and they just want to see the big profit. That's something which will not work, especially not on the forex market. I know there are so many traders out there, so many influencers who are telling you, yeah, I just flipped my account from $100 to 1 million and stuff like this. And yes, it is possible, but you need to have the right strategy for that, and you are going to risk your whole account balance. And this is why they're using less account, but on their main account you need to do stuff like this, otherwise you will not grow. And flipping accounts, it's a super risky business, and it's something which you can only do, from my point of view, if you are experienced and you are ready to lose the whole money. But the thing is, in reality, traders came to forex business using their account of $1,000. Okay, it's the first day and they think they're going to go straight to 1 million within a few days or weeks or months, or let's say 1 year. But that's not possible. That's simply not possible. That's just the reality here, guys, because you do not have in the first place no experience. You have no strategy which you're going to follow through. You need to backtest first a bunch of time. You need to live backtest. So there are so many things which you need to do first before you even start to put $1,000 into your account balance. You need to understand these markets, and you will not understand it from the first few. I know it looks super easy because I just draw right now on gold just 2 levels where I tell to you, okay, look for short, look for buy from here. I mean, looks easy, right? But the thing is, it is not that easy. And also the chance of winning is 50%, right? No, it's not. It's not 50%. This is something which people just trying you to sell. You just have 50% win rate because you can go long or short. I mean, yes, it's right. You can go only long or short in the forex market. You're going to make money if the price is going up, or you're going to make money if the price is going to go to the downside. Now, let's say here is your entry. This is your entry. And here is your stop loss. And this is your take profit. Okay, now what is if the market will do something like this? Well, I'll give you a move down, move up, move down. Now, if you have been, no matter what position you would have taken at this price, if you would go for a long or if you would go for a short, you would have lost your money. Stop loss would have been within that range. And this is what smart monies are doing. Your stop loss is here, your stop loss is here. No matter what direction you took, you would lose your trade. Short would have been the right decision, but by going short, the market will clear you off because the market made that movement. And that's the difficult part about Forex. If you understand this pattern, how it works, how the whole market is built on, if you understand this, and you know exactly that your entry should be exactly here, and your stop loss here, you will make much more profit than the majority. Of course, also we are going to lose money. That's just part of this business, because we need to acknowledge that 100% win rate is not possible. Otherwise, everybody would be millionaires within a few days. But that's one of the most important things that you guys need to understand. If somebody would have told me this pattern, that this is how the market will work, I would have been much better right now. I wouldn't lost that much amount of money because I was still sticking to that retail trader strategies. I was still looking for that one strategy. The reason is that one strategy doesn't exist. I mean, yes, there is that one strategy, which is from my point of view smart money concepts, because it works with the market flow. It works with the understanding about the market. So it really relies on why the market has been moving like that. That was, for example, a smart money concept trade. That was exactly the thing which I explained to you over here. Because the majority was looking here for short. Market went to the downside, boom, smashing it. If it would have gone long from here, smashing your stop loss. That's, for example, that one pattern. But if you understand what smart money concept is, then you would have completely understand why the market needed to go to this level, hitting this level, and we could have gone long. Just an example, guys. This is the main reason behind retail traders and smart money concepts, because smart money concepts understand why we need to go here. That was 100% needed. Market to go lower, boom, before going up higher. Well, that's basically the analysis right now for gold. You can now just ask me some questions before I'm going to continue with the next pair. Well, basically just a conclusion for gold. Still short, okay, as long as we're going to remain below this area. Of course, I would like to see the market going up like this. That's a super nice level here where I'm looking for price to go potentially super strong to the downside, or at least just a correction. This is something which also retail traders only see these movements. They would like to rocket from the top to the bottom. Of course, they need that movement because they are going to use stop losses like this. Okay, they are going to put stop loss here, entry here, take profit here, and they will have a 1 to 2. Now, if I'm going to catch a trade like this from a smart money concept, then I'm going to have a risk reward of 1 to 50 or something like this, or 40, because I'm always using very tight stop losses. That's the key of smart money concepts, because you don't like to position yourself too long in a losing trade. So I would like to just execute it, and if it will go up 10 pips to the upside, I will close it, because I'm going to look for a new entry, because at some point it will then suddenly drop, and the retail trader will hold this whole area as a stop loss, and it will not make any kind of sense to do this. Okay, why don't you do such live shows more often? Yeah, I mean, I can do it. Just tell me your feedback if you would like to see them more often. I did it in the past, and now I stopped doing it because it's just it takes a long time, I mean, for sure, but that's not the key. If you would like to do me more often live streams, yeah, just let me know. Do you have a Telegram channel where we can see your IDs every day? I have a public Telegram channel where I share with you analysis from TradingView, and also the YouTube videos. On the YouTube videos, I always share my analysis for some pairs, because majority that I trade is gold, GBPUSD, EURUSD, and yeah, sometimes GBPJPY, and also here USDCAD, USDJPY, stuff like this I also like to trade. XRP, I put all my money there. And that's not good, but okay. Also me, I put too much money in XRP, to be honest. Normally you should, when you're investing, you should just put about 5 to 10% of your capital. If you're going to lose it, if you say to me you put your whole money in XRP, then you should be aware of potentially to lose everything. Okay, if you're going to lose it, you should be okay. You should not be frustrated or anything else, because if yes, then you made a completely wrong decision. Some analysis I had marked up. Happy to see you're on the same page as. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's super nice. Whenever we see people are doing the same, then we tend to be super happy. We tend to be on the right way. Okay, if there are no any questions, I'm going to continue with GBPUSD. Yeah, and just let me know what kind of pairs you want me to cover up. Just write them down. That's not a problem during the whole live stream. Yes, GBPUSD. I think that was a clean trade yesterday. I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, that was my trade that I took yesterday. Basically, it was a nice short. I explained it already on the YouTube video that I was looking for a nice short on GBPUSD. Strong movement to the downside, 6.5 hour. I just closed it because I was expecting the market to go up higher. Of course, it would have been better to close it a little bit below, because then my risk reward would have been a little bit higher. So the maximum possible would have been 8R, 8.5R, but I was happy with 6.5R, guys. That's more than retail traders are doing the whole month. And yeah, I just closed it. I was happy. Look at these movements. You can see how strongly the market was moving to the downside. Whenever you see something like this, you understand that you are with the institutions. Look at this 5-minute candle over here. I'm just going to zoom in. So those are just big 5-minute bearish candles, and something like this only institutions can generate. Okay, whenever you see something like this, you know you are on the right decision. You are doing it right currently. You are on the right path. And yeah, then I just close it, because here, as you can see, the market was accumulating. Whenever I see accumulation phases, I'm not interested in staying too long in the market. I know bias is definitely super short on GBPUSD, so that's not the point, but probably we would have seen from here a strong rejecting all the way to the upside, something like this, before afterwards dropping lower. And this movement, I don't want to see it. This is why I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to close it. Closed full position, no partials, no nothing. I was happy with that. I sent also this trade in the inner circle. As you all know, I don't send every single trade that I take in the inner circle. I'm just trying to keep there a nice profit range. 6 hour a week is more than enough, guys. Yeah, trying to also do there my best. But when I take the trades on my personal account, I trade so many times. I traded basically every single movement that you can see over here, because I always try to scale in my positions. That's kind of the thing how I like to trade. It's much more riskier, yes, but that's because of my personality. That's why I'm a super risky person. I like to trade several trades. This is why the return could be potentially super high. Okay, but let's go back to the analysis. I would like to share with you right now where I was looking for short, but it's the same idea like I shared it in yesterday's YouTube video. The market was here super uptrending. So if you look on the monthly, everybody will say, yeah, you're stupid if you're going to go near short, because we can expect much higher prices. Yes, of course, we can expect much higher prices, but the thing is right now, we're still at this area of supply around that area, and we could see potentially going the market much more to the downside, at least testing here the level that we have over here, going here lower before from here continue to move up higher. But on the monthly, that kind of situation is not that clear. This is why I'm switching to the weekly, and on the weekly, guys, you can spot this structural point here and this structural point here. And the idea was basically because we're still in that range, the market should go to the downside, so still has the possibility from here to go to the downside. And that was also the idea. Look at this, the market came all the way to the upside, and then I was looking for short, market dropped already to the downside, and we could still expect the market to go to the downside. And let's have a look. I just traded only this range from here till here. That was the range that I traded, and that was 6R. Now imagine if you could have traded to take a trade till this area, for example. If the market will go that much to the downside, that's huge profit. And those are the possibilities that you have with smart money concepts. With retail trader concepts, you don't have these. So let me delete this whole things. Yeah, that was basically the idea. The daily was also super nicely because of, look here, we cleared liquidity from here, we cleared liquidity from here, we cleared liquidity from here. So the market with that movement cleared liquidity from here, then went to the downside, and with this movement we cleared this whole liquidity from here. This is why the markets are, from my point of view right now, good. So it was enough buy pressure. We got here that supply from this area, and the market should right now go definitely to the downside. So we took a trade here, then tried here again, failed, we're here, and now we're again successfully in trading GBPUSD shorts. And the idea what the market is doing right now is they are positioning right now from buyers to sellers. Okay, the market is accumulating right now short positions by giving us the illustration that this market is still in an uptrend, but it is not in an uptrend anymore from my point of view. Of course, this market could go easily up higher, because here on the 4 hours, what you can spot is that kind of triangle. And if you have a triangle like that, you just have basically 50-50. Market could go up higher or could drop lower. In this case, the market movement came from the downside to the upside. Therefore, the outcome is better that the market will go up higher. Okay, that's what retail trader concepts say. From my point of view, it's not clear. It's definitely not clear what GBPUSD will do right now. What I can spot over here was that the market, look at this, came to this level, faked out, giving us here a huge fake out, grabbing what? Liquidity. Grabbing liquidity, grabbing stop losses. That was the one pattern that I already explained to you at the beginning of the video. Explained to you that if you can make money with the movement to the downside, or you can make money with the movement to the upside. But in reality, it will be something like this. Okay? Oh, sorry. Move up, move down, move up. Clearing with this kind of movement everybody who took long or took shorts. And this kind of thing which occurred here was the same. It was the same thing. The market completely faked out, grabbing the liquidity. Short was definitely the right answer, and the market dropped crazy. Now we came back to this level, again short. And right now the question is, what are we going to do? What is this market going to do? Are we going to fake out once again above this area, or are we going to drop right now lower? Because the thing is, we got here definitely in strong level of demand. Now this demand is here also new liquidity right now. I'm not looking at this level of demand anymore. I'm looking at it like this right now. I'm looking at it as another source of liquidity. Now what I see is liquidity on both sides. Potentially the price could go right now here lower to go afterwards like this, or to see the market going up higher and then lower. one of those two options we have currently from an analysis perspective. And this is kind of the thing. This is kind of the thing which we cannot say 100% what the market will do. Yeah, it's kind of strange. This is how we're looking from a smart money concept. And if we are switching right now to the even lower time frames, it still doesn't make sense to understand where the market would really go, because here you could go right now potentially for a buy, and if we're going to go lower, then we could go for potential short. So from my point of view, it's not clear what GBPUSD will do, but as I told you, from a higher time frame perspective, it would make a lot of sense to go short. Okay, this is why, yeah, we will try to trade it several times right now. That's for sure, that we cannot succeed right now with the next trade. I know right now that we probably will lose the next trade, or probably not. That's not the point. But what I can also see here is much more liquidity on the movement to the downside, and this is why I'm definitely more than likely interested in shorting the market. You can see those are accumulation phases here, accumulation phase, and this kind of thing is a big distribution phase. And yeah, let's see guys. Just sharing with you right now the idea that I'm looking definitely for shorts, just for you to know, but potentially the price could go much more higher before I'm going to take the short. Okay, your tweet name don't found you. I found. Thank you for sharing ID. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. Can you also add EURUSD in your analysis? Yes, we're going to do also EURUSD. I'm just going to put it here so I will not forget about it. Do you mentor? Did you learn from ICT? If not, where did you learn? Yes, I do mentorship, but only for a few traders. So my spots for the mentorship are strongly limited, because I'm only doing these kind of mentorships only for building my own community, building. Yeah, don't know right now how much traders I want, but definitely not too much, because the idea is of getting mentored by me, you will get a Zoom call from me, a Zoom call which will take 2 hours to understand this whole concept, because it's really not difficult. The more difficult part is to see them on the charts. Okay, now I know retail trader stuff is super easy. To identify a resistance is not difficult. Let me show you an example. For example, for support resistance, for example, let me just delete now everything. Let's zoom in here. That's always good to see something like this. And I'm going right now. Look at this. Completely blow my mind if I'm looking like this. Okay, everything is out, right? I'm using right now this ray, this horizontal ray, and I'm right now doing analysis for support resistance. Do you think that I'm right, guys? I'm doing support resistance by not even looking at the chart. Then I'm putting it in. And what you see right now is that I'm 100% right. Look at this. Support, support, resistance, support, resistance. Look at this. Candle close perfectly. Then support, support, resistance. Support, support, resistance, 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 support. Okay, guys, that's the thing. That's the reality about support resistance. You don't need to understand anything about the market to draw them on the charts. So why should you trade these levels? Look at this sniper entry, right? Look at this sniper entry. 0 pips drawdown. Boom. Market went from here. Putting your stop loss here, take profit here, 1 to 7 R, by just not even looking at the chart. So are you telling me right now that you're going to pay $1,000 for a course where somebody's going to teach you stuff like this, which I can do with no charts, just putting some lines on a blank thing over here, and I'm correct, and I can make a 1 to 7 R trade? That's the reality, guys. This is why retail trader concepts do not work. They really do not work. I mean, of course, on the long run, they will work, because that kind of strategy is only built on possibilities. But as you can see, you don't need to understand Forex in order to get these big risk rewards in your trading when it comes to retail trader concept. But you need to have a set of rule which is proven that on the long run you will grow your account and you will not blow it off. On smart money concept, when it comes to them, you understand exactly why the market are doing these kind of movements over here, and you understand that you can go here to a short. You understand what the market is doing here, and you could go down for a long. You understand what the market is doing here, and the market will go down. You understand what the market is doing here, and the market will go up higher. Okay, that's the main difference, guys. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing right now, because these concepts, what I'm teaching you, will only take you 2 hours to understand the basic, to understand the rules that I have behind my strategy, to understand why the market is moving like that, to get the real market understanding. But the thing is, you need to put it afterwards in practice, and putting that kind of thing in practice will be difficult for some of you traders. Okay, some of you already got the feeling how the market is moving, understanding the market flow. Some of you are already trading several years, and when I will tell you that missing piece, it will completely blow your mind, because this is what brought me to the next level. Because also me, I was only learning the retail trader strategies. I was just looking for that one support resistance where I can get that 17.5 risk reward trade, and the thing is, didn't exist from a retail trader perspective. But then I also got educated, not by ICT. I've heard so much about ICT the last couple of weeks. I got mentored from another institution. Where I just asked him to teach me, and then finally he taught me, and it completely blowed up my mind what he did, because he worked at an institution. He's doing super crazy risk reward, about 1 to 100, stuff like this. And now I'm giving I'm doing right now also the mentorship from my personal style of this one concept, because the thing is, what you will learn is basically just the concept, right? And how you're going to put it into action is then your job. But what I'm doing in my mentorship is, after I told you how this thing will work, after I told you the concept, I'm still here to help you. This is what my mentor didn't. I'm here still to help you, to show you how you can succeed by giving you in my mentorship channel, a summary of the strategy. Plus, I'm going to give you live examples. I'm going to explain you, look here, guys, I'm looking at this area for a potential short, like I did, for example, yesterday. I explain you what kind of rules I'm going to use for that trade and how you can also do that. That's kind of the thing what I'm doing in the mentorship. Plus, we have their public chats where everybody who got mentored by me can share their own ideas, and we can talk to each other and we can help each other. Because some of you will look at the GBPUSD to trade, some of you will look at the gold to trade, somebody will look at GBPJPY, and then everybody will understand, okay, we got the same analysis, so we got the same strategy, and you will then get new ideas into your mind. Because using this concept you will need to watch the charts at the beginning for a long time to understand every single movement, and you need to lay back and to attack when the price will came to that one level where you are looking for your trading setups. And that's kind of thing which you will take definitely a long time till you're going to get it into practice and you're going to make huge risk rewards. But of course, you will go instantly in nice profit after you understand these concepts, because it's really not that difficult. It will be just for probably a few of you will be definitely difficult at the beginning to understand, okay, why the market really did that kind of movements right now over here. Okay, will not be that easy for everybody, but everybody who's been long in this trading business and understands what stop hunting is, you will be definitely on the best side, and that smart money concept will be definitely your missing piece that you're looking for. Okay, what you think about AUDUSD? Yeah, we'll also do AUDUSD immediately. So let me check here, AUDUSD. How can I be part of a community? Yeah, well, basically I have the inner circle where I only place the trades that I take. So that's kind of my signal service provider, where it's my trading journal where I just share a few trades that I take. And the mentorship program is the private community only for the traders who are trading the same strategy like I do, and yeah, that's the one. If you would like to be part of it, you can just write me a message on Telegram. Hey, Mr. Darius, how to find the liquidity levels, big supports and resistance? Says, yeah, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. How you're going to spot them? Yeah, well, basically like this one over here. You can see here the majority of the traders looking at this level, and then the market went to the upside. So you know that this is an interesting level for you, definitely for looking for liquidity. Okay, but it's much more complicated. I cannot just tell it to you right now, because this is something which I only tell for my private mentorship traders, because this concept over here is super powerful, but we need to start from the beginning, making it till the end, and then you will understand everything. What's the cost for the mentorship? Well, it's basically 499 euro, and you will be get mentored for 2 hours, plus you will get 6 month access to that one channel where we can then be that one community. And yeah, I think 6 months are enough for everybody to understand this concept, to see live examples, to get mentored by me would be definitely enough. This is why I choose 6 months. What's the missing part? Yeah, the missing part is to understand how the liquidity is provided by the market. To understand why the market are doing these movements, why these movements, why these movements, why these movements, why these movements. Okay, that's the missing part, to understand the completely background. Okay, you need to. So, for example, you have informations right now. You already have Forex informations, right? So let me just. Here you got that information, right? Then you will get that information. Now what you need is this information and this information, and then you can put everything together. Okay, you can put everything together. Also me, I only had these informations. Okay, I thought I'm already good because I made already a big profit with retail trader strategies, but I didn't understand these things. Okay, and this is how the whole institution, they see this whole piece of cake, and they know and they understand exactly how they're going to put it in action. What you need to understand about the Forex market is that the nature of this algorithm, why the market is moving up higher and lower, is to bring everybody out of the market. Yes, signals, that's the inner cycle. Isn't that order block? Do you use kill zones? Order block is something very similar what I'm using. It's just a little bit different. Also me, when I came to smart money concepts at the beginning, I've heard about order blocks, but it didn't work out like I wanted to have them. Okay, there are a lot of popular YouTubers out there, but the thing is with these popular YouTubers, they are simply just using kind of smart money concepts, but they are not using it like they should do. After that one institution teached me how he's trading, it was completely next level. Okay, because there are some more factors. I mean, order block, if you're already using order block, you're already on a good way. Okay, but there is still a missing piece which order blocks are not telling you. Okay, that's I know that ICT is the founder of order blocks. I simply don't call them order blocks because I use it a little bit different, and I just call them normal supply demand. But if you're looking right now on YouTube for supply demand, there's so much shit. People are just telling you this supply demand, that's the opposite direction. So there is a super popular trader out there who's trying to sell you supply demand, but his strategies doesn't work. I've been trying to trade that strategy at the beginning of my trading career and never succeeded. Okay, I don't know about kill zones. I don't know what kill zones are actually. Hello, Bitcoin, pump it up. Of course, Bitcoin, pump it up. But now, guys, let me just continue very quick with EURUSD, AUDUSD, and then we're going to do some cryptos as well. Oh, it's been a while, man, EURUSD. So, to be honest, I don't trade EURUSD. I don't like EURUSD. What I can tell you right now on EURUSD is that we got here a strong level of liquidity. Price should go up from here potentially, and it already did, as you can see. And right now what the market is doing here was liquidity, hunting the liquidity, going up higher. Let's go to weekly. Yeah, weekly is definitely where strong bearish momentum, and the market right now could go eventually even lower. So we got all across that area right now strong liquidity. You can see here a nice accumulation phase, how the market accumulated over here, grabbing the liquidity, drove the price extremely to the upside. Right now we're back at this area, and then from here we could potentially see the market going up higher. Daily, yeah, daily looks also like the market is about to prepare for a strong move up. 4 hours, similar. So EURUSD, I expect market to go up higher. AUDUSD, boy, it's also been a while since I've been looking at the AUDUSD. AUDUSD is definitely right now at a strong area over here where we could see potentially market going lower. You can see the last couple of months market was just accumulating some positions. Whether if it will be for a move up or move down is something which I cannot tell you, but we don't need that, to be honest, because trading is a little bit different. You just need to know exactly where your opportunities are. This is our range. The daily is moving like that, grabbing liquidity from here. Okay, faked out, grabbed the liquidity from the level, went to the downside. Right now accumulating even more positions. Let me just, we got a ton of liquidity below. Let's see what I expect on AUDUSD, something like that the market will potentially go up higher and then drop like this. That's the idea on AUDUSD. Yeah, looks pretty good from my point of view that we're going to see something like that. Equal highs, imbalances, OBs. Yeah. So equal highs, imbalances, and order blocks. Definitely the right part where you're going to go through. Just need to understand how you're going to put it into action. But if you already do this, then you're already good. Okay. Everybody trades differently, literally, especially when it comes to order blocks. I heard them called everything in the block, haha, and I've heard kill zones too. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, because also me, when I came the first time to Smart Money Concepts, I just thought about, yes, I found that one strategy, but it simply didn't work out. And I just thought about, okay, what am I doing wrong here? Okay, I've been using the strategy like that one mentor told me, but it simply just didn't work out. And then I found that one mentor, it's one from Germany, and yeah, as you all know, I'm also from Germany, and that was for me much more better to understand the whole things, because he really explained to me the very depth of that one thing, because he's been trading add-on institutions. Okay, so these YouTube traders, they all try to claim, yeah, I'm a smart money trader, blah blah blah, I have the one strategy, I found it, blah blah blah. But the thing is, from where should they have the knowledge? From where? They need to have the knowledge from an institution, otherwise they cannot succeed. And this is why the majority will not have that one, and the majority will just claim that they have, but they don't have. They don't understand what the market did over here. For me, that's completely clear what the market did over here. Every single movement makes just a lot of sense. You just need to understand and to put the whole concept into action, because there are several more things which traders don't talk about, and also there are concepts which people already know, okay, and they try to find those concepts on the charts, but they don't do, because you cannot find on trading. That's the most important part right now, guys. You have your concepts, right? And what is the difference right now behind between concepts? You have a concept and you have rules, concepts, rules, or schematics. The thing is, you will not find that one thing the exact same like you have over here. For example, sorry, I have the wrong words right now. So what's the difference between concepts and patterns? Because retail traders are trading patterns. Okay, they're trading patterns. And patterns is, for example, a head and shoulders, right? A pattern is, for example, support resistance. Okay, they are trying to feel in the market to see something like this, and they know exactly, okay, here I'm going to go short, here is my stop loss, and here's my take profit. But this is not how we can trade, because patterns are just here to trap us. Concepts are here to understand why the market is moving even like that. And that's the most powerful thing, to understand why the market is doing that, to have the right understanding. Because when it comes in every part of your life, you have your theory and you have your practice, right? Here, the head and shoulders is only theory, but not the full theory. It's just kind of the result of the theory, okay? But the theory behind head and shoulders is to understand why the market is doing this movement here, why it's moving like that, and why it is moving like that. That's the theory. But nobody's telling you that. Everybody's telling, yeah, head and shoulders, spot it on the market, here is stop loss, here is your entry, here is take profit, blah, blah, blah. But this is not how it works, guys. You need to understand why the market is doing that kind of inverted head and shoulders. For example, here, you need to understand why the market moved here, why it rejected here, why it went here, why it went here, why here, why here, why here. You need to understand every single movement, and only then you can make a successful trade. And of course, also, by understanding every single movement, you need to understand that you will also make some failure. Sometimes you've understood it the wrong way. Sometimes it was just the opposite outcome, because also here you have always 50-50, the market to go lower or to do this or to do this or to do this. Okay, it just depends on the current market situation. You need to understand every single thing over here. Only then you will succeed. Okay, and what I'm going to teach you in that one Zoom is to understand why the market is doing that, and you're going to use then that knowledge, and you need to apply it then also here. Apply it here, apply it here, apply it here, apply it here. That's how it works, guys. You need to read that story. What AUDUSD is telling you over here is a story. Understand the story, apply it to you, make your trades out of it, and you're going to be successful. That's basically it. It's nothing less and nothing more. And it's not doing that head and shoulders pattern. It's not doing this looking for a rising wedge. It's not looking for that support here, for that resistance and stuff like this. It's not only that. It's about the background behind it. Head and shoulders should be just a shampoo and not more. Okay, guys, then I would say just ask me some more questions. Right now I'm going to continue with Bitcoin. doing some cryptos. Let me completely switch to cryptos. Boom. Yeah, man. Bitcoin is pumping. You're completely right. I shared with you also an analysis. Where is it? No. Yes. That's it. Look at this, guys. Bitcoin is ready from my point of view to go up higher, and also that's here the most important part. This is why I'm so bullish on every single cryptocurrency right now, and I just bought even more cryptocurrencies at the completely low because I understood exactly what the market is doing over here. Look at this at Chainlink. I bought Chainlink here at 16. Let me just check out my portfolio. It's right now up. I just doubled my money just by buying the market over here on Chainlink, for example. I also bought some more Ethereums. Bitcoin, I have very low amount invested. That's just because of I don't like Bitcoin that much. Bitcoin, from my point of view, is what should I say? It's definitely good to have some Bitcoins on the long run, but I'm here in the cryptocurrency to be able to be short term in it. Only on Chainlink and on Ethereum, I'm long term in these two cryptocurrencies because I see crypto should be the future, and those are the two coins which will make the biggest percentage growth. Okay. Yeah, guys, just let me know right now what kind of questions you have for Bitcoin, for Ripple, for Ethereum. Just let me know. I will be back in 30 seconds. Okay, so what do you think will be the price of Ethereum at the end of the year? 10k from my point of view. 10k, something like that is what I expect. When it comes to doing some targets for cryptos, it's kind of difficult because we can never say 100% what the target will be. Only on Bitcoin and on XRP, I'm super sure that these targets that I mentioned will be definitely the targets for them. For example, on Bitcoin, I already explained it to you multiple times already. It's that theory that I have over here on the chart, right? Because it's super crazy to see that on Bitcoin, the story is repeating the exact same. So I just want to hear right now your personal feedback about Bitcoin, what you think. Do you think that my Bitcoin crash theory makes sense? Because from my point of view, it makes to 1,000,000% sense. Why should it be this time different? I just get arguments from traders and investors that Bitcoin should go up higher to 300,000 or even more just because there are institutions involved. And for me, the fact that institutions are involved in the market is just an additional confirmation for me that we're going to see that crash, because institutions are going to be the ones who are responsible for that drop, because they are going to do chart technical analysis. They know exactly at what kind of point the supply demand will not be given anymore, and they will understand at what kind of price there will be so much retail investors, so much retail money within this market, so that they can let the price drop crazy to the downside, and you will see that the price will crash crazy to the downside if we're going to hit that one range between 70 to 85,000. Do you think it's correction over on cryptos, or is this a trap? No, it is gone. For me, the correction is done. What do you mean by correction? Because look here, for example, on Ethereum. The market could still correct till that level once again. What I expect is that we're not going to pass this low. Okay, so if the price will still here in that range, it makes completely sense. Now, what I would like to see right now is definitely for Ethereum to close above this area, to come here, to come to this area, and then from there giving us a nice drop, and then completely bullish continuation with that one to accumulate even more positions. This is how I would like to see Ethereum be developed in the near future. And also here, guys, on the cryptos, it makes the most sense to use these smart money concepts, because here you will really see how the liquidity is provided over here by the biggest investors, because the biggest investors are acting all the same. Everybody is here to buy cheap. And look this, the market went crazy to the upside, right? From here, the price went higher. Now, at this high price, the majority of the retail traders have been entering the crypto markets. So let me check out if I still have that one picture on. Yes, I still have it. So let me show it to you what I mean. Yeah, that's the picture, guys. This is how the majority is looking at the Bitcoin or at any other cryptocurrencies. When the price is at 35,000, nobody is looking to buy it, so they are super scary. Here at 64,000, everybody's again over optimistic. Okay, Bitcoin will fly, will go up higher. But that's just for me right now the fact why the markets will completely crash again at 80,000, and that crash will not be something how should I say, nothing unexpected. It will be nothing special. It will not even be a crash from my point of view, but from a retail investor perspective, it will be definitely a crash. This is why I'm also promoting this analysis, and I'm saying to everybody, yeah, that's a Bitcoin crash, but in reality it is just a correction, and it's not even a big correction. It's just a normal correction. And this is why I don't understand when I'm telling to traders and people, yeah, Bitcoin will go down 86%, and everybody's looking at me like, what? 86%? That's too much. The market cap for Bitcoin is so high, and stuff like this, right? So everybody telling you, yeah, no, it's not possible. Just looking on YouTube, no, there's unlimited demand from kind of big institutions because they're leveraging Bitcoin to the upside. Man, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense what they're talking about. Why? Because institutions are not looking at it like we are doing it. An 86% correction for Bitcoin is nothing. You need to understand here this kind of movement. The market went from here to the upside. If it will be right now at 80,000, look at this percentage growth. It will be 2,500, something like this. Okay, that's the wrong chart. This is why it's not exactly 2,500. But if I'm taking it here, 2,500 from the low to the high. Now, a correction from here to the downside till this level would be 86%. That's nothing, guys. That's really nothing. From this low to the high, that would be around 50% of this whole thing. If it will be here, that will be from this range that we have over here will be around 50% of the range, or a bit less. That's not a problem, because the price of Bitcoin will be still technically in an uptrend as long as we're going to be above this area. Yeah, and this is why, guys, a correction like this will be completely make sense, because the market can then accumulate even more positions. This is how the market is even accumulating. Here, during the move up, the market is accumulating potential shorts afterwards, and during the short, the market is accumulating potential longs. That's it. Könntest du bitte etwas zum Market Maker erklären, wie muss man sich das vorstellen, wie und wo sich diese Markt positionieren? Sorry für das Deutsche, aber dafür fehlen mir die Worte. I just already so guys, he's asking the question right now in German. I'm going to translate it right now for you, that everybody gets the value out of this question. He's saying that how we can identify smart money within this market, how we should illustrate it in our mind, how we should think of them. Well, for example, on Bitcoin, they've been positioning themselves at this level. This is how they positioned it, at this level of demand. Remember, Elon Musk with Tesla have been positioning themselves at 30,000. That's the exact level from where the market started to move. And the market came all the way to the level again. Now the psychology of the retail investor is right now, okay, the market crashed that much to the downside. What the market will do right now is this. Right? This is why right now everybody, and even professional traders, are scary right now, because they expect the market to drop to the downside. But in reality, this drop here was only here for retail, for smart money to get some of their profits out of the market from here, and to put it later on back in altcoins, because with altcoins they're going to make much more money. How this whole investment works is that you need to understand where to put your money. It's just a circle. And every single dollar over here represents a source of investment. For example, gold, for example, stocks, for example, cryptocurrencies, for example, investing in other companies, okay, to create a company, or in what is right now the English word for that? It calls, let me just translate it, sorry for that. Yeah, properties, to invest their money in properties, stuff like this. Okay, that's a circle. To invest their money in crypto, in normal currency, for example, in dollar index, or in the Swiss, or in Japanese, or in the GBP. Okay, and the institutions, they have billions of money, right? They have a much big amount of money. Now, if they are not positioning their whole capital, or at least amount of them, in the right place, they will lose money. Okay, that's their account balance. Let me show it to you. Okay, so they have here, this is 1 billion, for example. This is their money. They need to put their money always from one place to another one. They need to put it, because sometimes an asset class is losing in value, it's going down, and sometimes an asset class is moving up. Okay, this is what the asset classes are doing, moving up, moving down, moving up, moving down. Okay, and those who have billions, they need to position themselves in the right position in order for them to not lose value. Because if they have 1 billion, they need to put down the price somewhere else, otherwise the market will, so their whole capital will just lose in value. If they are just letting their whole money in the dollar index, then in these times that we have currently, the money will lose in value. But if, for example, they're going to use their same capital that they have over here, and they're going to put in cryptocurrencies, it will grow. it will be more worth. Of course, there will be drawdowns like we have it right now, but then they're going to reinvest even more money, and the market will then just go up higher and higher, and this will be the new uptrend. And instead of using this downtrend, they will use it uptrend. That's basically it. They need to split their risk, of course, because they need to put it in cryptocurrency, they need to put some in dollar, they need to put some in properties, they need to put some money in stocks and stuff like this. And the institutions, they can see everything. They know exactly at what time these assets are interested and at what times the assets are not interested, right? So they know this asset is good or not good. And then they're moving. For example, they put it here, then later on it will be switched. This one will be not good anymore. Then they're going to put it back to this asset. Then this asset will be not good anymore. Going to put it over here. That asset is not good anymore. They've already made their percentage wins. Then put it in this asset. And then the same game will be repeated. Then this asset is not good anymore. They're going to put it over here. And this is why we even have corrections. This is why we have bull runs in cryptocurrencies. This is why right now putting your money in the cryptocurrency is a good one. Because till the end of the year, it is, from a statistic perspective, the best thing that you can do. And it has the greatest chance. Of course, if they think that this asset is good, it doesn't mean that it needs to be a good one, because probably in reality it will be just bad. Okay, so you'll never have the guarantee that this kind of thing that you're doing will be the right one, but for a very high chance you will do it. And this is why we need to split our risk. This is why I told to you, my friend, that putting your whole money in XRP is not the best choice, because probably we see it like this, but in reality it is this. Okay, so we can never say 100% if it's a good asset or a bad asset, but we can see right now what the institutions are doing. We can see, okay, Bitcoin went up till 64,000. Institutions are taking advantage of the situation. They're driving the prices to the downside so that they can buy even more. They know exactly at this price, okay, there have been a lot of retail investors within this market, and this is why they can drive the prices to the downside, because at this time they are exchanging their Bitcoin with the retail investors. Okay, so the majority have bought Bitcoin here. The majority of the retail investors have bought the money here. Professionals have bought the market here, and the best have bought the market here and here and here and here. Okay, with this drop, they just trying to get a 50% off on their Bitcoins. They are buying right now 2 Bitcoins instead of 1. That's why this drop even occurred. That's basically it, guys. I hope that this one makes sense to you. And yeah, that's the same on XRP. On XRP, we can see the same things, but on XRP and also on Bitcoin and on the whole cryptocurrency, I will upload right now later on a new YouTube video where you will have this same information that I share with you, just super summarized, so that you don't need right now to watch this for several hours. Okay. Hey, you're welcome. Like I told you guys already, if you are interested in really learning this kind of information, because what I'm sharing here with you is just the thing which I've seen on the charts, are just the things which I got mentored from that one institutions, like I already explained to you. And if you would like to understand the markets the way like I'm doing it, then just write me a message on Telegram, guys. We're going to make an appointment for the Zoom call. I will explain it to you in 2 hours how you can really trade these kind of concepts successfully. I know there is a lot on YouTube, but yeah, the thing is, you cannot trust everybody. That's definitely one thing which you cannot do. Yeah, everybody needs to do their own decisions by looking at the market, understanding it, how it works, and yeah, that's how at the end you will make that money, guys, by just giving trust into a person, and then you will do it. Why $100 XRP? Yeah, it will be explained in today's YouTube video. Why $100? Where simply it's because if it did in the past. If I'm taking the same percentages like the market did in the past, let me just open here a clean chart. That's way too much. Look here, guys. That's what the market did in the past, right? I compared this cycle with this cycle. And currently, we are here. We finished this one. We finished right now also the correction. So that was here. That was the pump from here to here. That was that pump from here to here. Then correction finished. Correction finished. Look here at this resistance. Okay, at resistance. And right now we would like to see the market going up higher. Okay, that's what I would like to see right now, that the market will from here go up higher. For that second pump to be here, that will be the $14 mark. And this is right now the thing that we are still waiting for. We're waiting for the market to come till $14, and then this is where everything will be decided. Because put this a little bit back. That's in August, and that's in January. So those are the right time cycles here. 19 July, probably 1-2 weeks later will be still okay. So something like this, like August. Yeah, something like August is what I determined, and the 24 January. So till 31 January, everything will be okay, still okay. And this one will be around August. Now, if the market will be up at $14 here, at $14, and then it will correct to the downside within August till $4 to $3. If we will see this movement, then I expect it to go to $100 afterwards, because then this thing over here will be the exact same like here. And currently the market did this correction, finished the correction. Right now we can expect this one move up. Now for me, the $14 are 100% in. The only question right now is when this market will achieve these $14, because if it will be right now in 1 to 2 or 3 weeks, and afterwards the market will crash heavily to the downside, and we will really be here in August at $3 again after we've pumped up till $14, then this market will go to $100, guys, because we're going to do then the same percentages like we did in the past. We can expect this movement, and this is why I'm going to close all of my XRPs at the end of the year, or at least at the beginning, so at the January. Yeah, that's the theory behind XRP. This is why I'm so super convinced about the XRP, because XRP did the exact same things like in the past. The exact same, guys, in percentages and everything. Everything was the exact same, and this is why I'm so confident about XRP. And this is why I invested the most of my capital in XRP. I also invested in Chainlink, because Chainlink was a super good opportunity right now after this drop, and also in Ethereum, because it was a great zone to go up higher, because Ethereum also has a good chance to go up till 10k, and on the long run even higher, guys. Okay, because I think Ethereum will definitely completely outperform Bitcoin in the future, and XRP is already the number one. Okay, in 2022, close all XRP positions. Do you suggest? Yes, I will close all of my positions, at least. So at the beginning is what I'm going to do, definitely the beginning of 2022. So I will definitely keep you updated, guys. We will not, of course, we will not close at the top. That's not possible. We will not do it because probably the market will go up even beyond $100, so 120, 130, 140, or even till $95. That's also possible. So something around that range. And this is something which we cannot say 100% what the market will really do, because the percentages are always a little bit different. So not very different, but a little bit different, and this is what makes so hard for us to do that one price prediction. And what we invest with a small budget now. Crypto, please. Thank you. Well, like I told you, for me, XRP is still the best. I cannot suggest you any cryptocurrencies, so I'm also not a financial advisor or something like that. I just share here my personal opinion, and my personal opinion is that XRP will go up, Ethereum will go up, Chainlink will go up. Of course, every single cryptocurrency that you have over here on my watch list will go to the upside. But the thing is, right now, why you can invest with the smallest money to get the biggest returns are still XRP from my point of view. And this is why I've invested the most of my capital in XRP, because it's, from my point of view, the best asset. A lot of people talking about 500k Bitcoin price. Do you think this possible, this bull run or next? Yes, next bull run after 3 years are possible that we're going to go till 500k, something like this. So I didn't make the analysis right now to give you the right price prediction for the next bull run, but definitely around that area till 500 to 1 million is possible in the future. But right now, I see Bitcoin only going up till 80,000. And just keep in mind, guys, when we started making these prediction here on my channel, we was at Bitcoin price of 9,000, 7,000, and right now, guys, we hit 64,000. So that was for the majority. Never thought about Bitcoin will really do this kind of thing, and right now look at this where we are, and still 80,000 are possible. That's crazy returns, but the people are just have unrealistic perspectives when it comes to cryptocurrencies. They cannot rely on any kind of history because they don't understand what the market did in the past, and this is why you need to understand the overall market. And this is why I apply the same strategy that I use for my forex trading. I applied it one-to-one to my cryptocurrency, and it worked pretty nicely. But on cryptocurrency, we're just using additional information about the market behavior to make even better and precise price predictions plus entry predictions. Like you can see on XRP, on Ethereum, every single drop was predicted only in XRP. I didn't expect it to go that much to the downside because I forgot about that 160% drop what the market did in the past, but it will be clarified in today's YouTube video, guys. But on Ethereum, I explained to you that I was expecting the market to go 70% to the downside, and we dropped over 60% already. And from my point of view, it's already done, because it don't need to do the same percentages. Chainlink dropped to the downside, Bitcoin dropped to the downside. I made that one particular day, I made a video analysis on TradingView, on YouTube, on the live stream, that this market will do that kind of drop, and it did, guys. It did that one drop, and it was just based on smart money concepts. Hey Dave, thank you that you love my contents. Thank you for your big support. Sopon, analyze gold, please. I've already analyzed gold, so I'm going to right now finish the live stream, and you can watch it then. Okay, just watch it afterwards. Just click the same link in the Telegram channel, and you can watch it afterwards. Yeah, guys, then I would say thank you for your attention. We're over 1 hour live. Yeah, I think that was enough information for everybody. Right now, just at the conclusion, here my link tree. If you would like to join me trading, if you would like to support me here in a circle, you can trade with me. Mentorship program, if you would like to get mentored by me to learn that trading strategy. Copy FX, if you would like to get automated copy paste system. Trusted broker, inner circle result, about me, and here are all the other relevant links. Okay, bro, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you guys for attention. See you then in the next live stream video. Oh, EURUSD, good night. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a quick EURUSD, okay? yeah, also me, I just wanted to analyze EURUSD anyway, so let's do it. EURUSD short, that's the weekly resistance or weekly lower high. That's my thing. I expect right now the market is accumulating right now some positions within this area to go afterwards crazy to the downside. It is not confirmed yet that we are going to really drop that much to the downside, so be careful in trading the EURUSD currently. But from my point of view, it makes a lot of sense that we're going to drop to the downside. Okay, your so kindness. Thank you for attention, guys. See you in the next live stream. I will announce it definitely in the Telegram channel, so make sure to be part of it. Bye bye, guys.